Hello everyone, it's Keone Mihoshi Fan 3, Michael coming to you live from Lexington, South Carolina on August the 4th. I had to look at the calendar, I had to look at the date there, I then forgot what day it was. But thank y'all for tuning in. I haven't done an update video in a while, so I thought I would do an update video today. And I hope you're looking forward to the season finale of All Stars Passions, the season 8 finale coming up to be posted by the end of this month. It's going to be pretty epic. Ivy's going to cast that really big spell and everything. It's going to be really fun. A lot of cool stuff going on. So you're going to love the finale. I hope you'll tune into that when it comes out. I'm going to hold off on making a music video until I finish this season finale. It's taking a lot of work and it's going to take a lot of time. So we will hold off on music videos until we have that posted. Today, I have to make a special announcement today. If you follow my Paper Mario All-Stars Passions Facebook page, you already know this because I've already posted about it there. But I've yet to say it on YouTube yet. So I thought today I would go ahead and make this announcement. And it's kind of a hard announcement for me to make. I put off doing this for a long time. But I think today I really need to go ahead and make this announcement. All Stars Passions has been a very big part of my life for so many years. I have done this show since 2010. I was still in high school then. That was a long time ago. That was 7 years ago, right? And I've been making all these episodes since then, and I have made, as you know, almost 100 episodes of All Stars Passions. I'm extremely proud of it. I love it to pieces. I have really had a lot of fun making this show. I have really enjoyed it, and I remain very proud of it. It's a very unique Paper Mario fan fiction. Nobody has ever done it before, and the concept of it, the concept I used for it is very uniquely me. Like nobody else has done it. And I will be forever proud of that. When you look on YouTube trying to find Mario fanfiction animations, you don't see anything that really looks like All Stars Passions. You don't see anything that's really like it, All Stars Passions has truly been a very special thing. It's truly its own thing, and I think it's something I'm very proud of. And I've been very thankful I've been able to share it with folks. Back in the day, way back, early high school, I used to write down my ideas for All Stars Passions in a notebook. I used to write novels, with Paper Mario characters influenced by passions, and I used to do that with a lot of different other shows and games too. The Sims, Harvest Moon, all kinds of things. So it used to be where I didn't have a way to really show anybody what I came up with, all these stories I came up with. But that changed when I learned Macromedia Fireworks in multimedia class in high school. I think I was in 10th grade. And I just came up with the idea of, okay, well maybe I can turn my story into something visual, and I came up with the idea of using Macromedia Fireworks, and I just took the idea and I just ran away with it, honestly, for a long time. I love this show to death. I'm a very creative person, and I love coming up with stories. And All Stars Passions has been one of the best outlets I've ever had with doing that, to be honest. and it's been such a big part of my life for so long. I mean, there was just, we think about it, almost 100 episodes, and a lot of work goes into each episode. And this has been going on, for 7 years. There was many a day that All Stars Passions was a big part of my day. And, whether it was thinking about it, coming up with stories for it, or actually making it, it has been a big part of my life. And I've absolutely enjoyed it. I think everybody who has followed along with All Stars Passions, thank y'all so much. I can't even tell you how thankful I am for y'all. Especially Greeny Mean 1, Super Video Maker 1, and also who was it? And I know also Luigi Fangirl, she has watched the whole series too. And there's also been some other people occasionally that would watch the episodes, or they'll watch them and then they'll come back later and watch some more. And I know a few names, so I appreciate those people so much. And I know I have talked to some people about All Stars Passions, especially Greeny Mean 1. He knows it. Yeah, I think I talk to him about it every day. I talk to Greeny Mean 1 about All Stars Passions every day. He's like the #1 fan, right? So, and I've talked to a few other people occasionally about things on the show. Got a little bit of feedback, a little bit response, and all of that has meant a lot to me. But unfortunately today, I do have to announce that All Stars Passions is coming to a close. Episode 100 will be the final episode of All Stars Passions. Now, I'm going to try to explain why, but it's a lot of different reasoning that kind of goes into this. And, one of the things is, as an author of something like this, something that takes so much work to do, you really have to have, audience. You have to have audience for the show. And I never really built the audience I wanted to have with the show. It just never got to that point. It just, I don't know. I thought maybe one day it would, but it just never did. What I had envisioned for All Stars Passions was having, a decent audience with a good number of people, it didn't have to be like the largest audience in the world, I mean, I'm not one of those people that, only care about the views, and, it's nothing like that. But I had envisioned, having a nice audience for All Stars Passions where I could engage more with people watching it and get more feedback and more response with the show. I wanted it to be something that people in the Paper Mario community knew about. Like, I wanted it to be something that was a little bit more out there than it is now. I've really appreciated the people I do have. But there just comes a point where you just eventually, it just eventually starts affecting your interest in continuing when you have such a small audience, and it just eventually you need more response than you have, and it's not there. I really tried, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to. With that being said, another reason, and this is probably the more important reason, another reason is, as an author, you eventually lose steam for something. Like, it's really hard to do a creative project forever. I mean, it's hard to do, and I know if I could do All Stars Passions forever, I would. I wish I could sit here and say, yeah, I'm going to make All Stars Passions forever, and I'm going to do it forever. That would be awesome. I mean, that would be amazing if I could. Though technically possible, that's not, it's not feasible. It's not feasible to do something, like that forever. Eventually you lose steam, and eventually you just kind of start losing interest, start losing some interest in it. Even though I love All Stars Passions to pieces, I love everything about it, I'm very proud of it, I am starting to lose interest in continuing it, just because I feel burned out. I feel burned out with it, and that's very normal for authors. Authors everywhere, people who have anything that they've created like this, creative stories, whatever, you eventually lose steam. It's just hard to do these things forever, and you eventually get to the point where you start thinking about wanting to try something new. And I think that's about where I'm at now. I think it's time for me to try something new. Um, it's time for me to see what else I can come up with and get it out there, and see how it does. Maybe there's something else that I'm gonna make that's gonna get a larger audience, um and more feedback and more interaction with audience, in All Stars Passions. Maybe the next thing I create could be, but that's kind of like what happened with me with the Nation's Best fictional character. I just eventually got burned out with it and lost interest. I just started losing interest in continuing it, and just could no longer really focus on continuing the show. And I knew that was bound to happen. I mean, I really wanted to do it longer, but I think, it's just that time to move on and try something new. So I did come up with some new ideas that I think would be really good, for my next show. There was one idea I had about putting a spin on Pokemon, like I did with Paper Mario. Make like how making Toad a hero, a sword fighter, making Mario fight with a sword. What if we kind of do these things with Pokemon? That was my next idea. Make Ash an RPG hero instead of a Pokemon trainer. Like, how would that go? Like, I had thought about maybe having him go to like different worlds based on different anime and video games. That was one of my ideas. I have a few other ideas in my head about different franchises to use for soap operas. Like Harvest Moon, I wanted to use that. I don't know exactly how I would go about it, but I've always wanted to do that because I used to write stories about that too. And I would love to share the ideas I had about that eventually also. But yeah, I just think it's time to move on, and it's not like it could never come back. I mean, maybe one day the opportunity will present itself some way. We never know. I might take a break from it and then realize I have more ideas for it and come back with more steam for continuing this show. That could happen. I mean, we don't always know these things. That could very well happen. So, but I think it is good to have a closure at some point. In case it never comes back, I think it's good to have a good closure at some point. And the last season will focus on finishing out all the storylines going on now. Everything will be wrapped up, and everybody will get closure. And then the final episode will be the battle between the Dark Lord and Toad. And I don't think there's going to be a whole lot in the final episode. I don't think it's going to be as long as most finales. It's just going to be like strictly focusing on Toad and the Dark Lord. And maybe Larksara, I'm not sure. But I just want to have like a good epic conclusion from that at the end. But I love you guys all, and thank you so much. And I hope you'll follow along with me with whatever I try next. And again, thank you all so much. Thank you.